There was a time when an American could walk into a busy market, pay for a meal with a Spanish coin, receive change in a French one, and never think twice about it. The shopkeeper would nod, the merchant beside him would continue weighing sacks of flour, and the blacksmith across the street would accept the very same coins before sunset. It sounds impossible today. How could a young nation that had fought so hard for its independence rely on the money of foreign empires? Yet for nearly 70 years after the birth of the United States, this was simply how everyday life worked. It was one of the quiet contradictions at the heart of early America. The country had declared itself free from Britain. It had written a constitution. It had elected presidents, built new cities, and watched its borders slowly push farther west. But when ordinary people reached into their pockets, the coins they touched often carried the faces of Spanish kings, Mexican eagles, French rulers, or British monarchs rather than American symbols. Welcome back. If you enjoy these slow walks through the forgotten corners of history, I'm glad you're here. If these stories help make your evenings a little quieter, consider subscribing and joining us on more journeys into the past. And if you'd like, leave a comment with your city and the local time where you're listening tonight. It is always comforting to imagine people from different places settling into the same story beneath the same night sky. Now, get comfortable. Let your shoulders relax. Let the room become a little quieter. Tonight, we are traveling back to the first decades of the United States to discover why Americans trusted foreign coins more than their own, and how that unusual reality helped shape the nation itself. To understand this story, we must begin long before the United States existed. Long before George Washington became president. Long before the Declaration of Independence was signed. We need to step into the bustling ports of the Atlantic world, where ships carried not only spices, sugar, and silk, but also the lifeblood of every economy: money. During the 17th and 18th centuries, the American colonies were part of the British Empire. On paper, they used British pounds, shillings, and pence. But there was one very important problem. Britain did not send enough coins across the Atlantic.